Hey y'all, it's your girl Jynnette, the Oracle, and I am here today to do a video about the Lightworker Academy. I realized that I've been doing videos on my Instagram and I haven't been giving any love to the YouTube community, so I apologize for that. I do love you, truly I do. So, yes, for those of you who do not know, I launched the Lightworker Academy at the beginning of this year, and I did I'm just now finishing up actually the first semester of the Lightworker Incubator course, and that's been such an amazing experience. And as I was coming to the halfway point, I got a download from Spirit that yes, I'll need to redo the course again to open it up to whoever else is feeling called to join, as well as I got the downloads for some additional classes to do. So I'm going to be doing a class called Divination Through Tarot and another class called the Astrological Soul of Your Business. So I'm going to briefly talk about each of those three classes, but if you want full class details, prices, all that kind of stuff, go to my website, innercenalchemy.com. Go at the top of the page, navigation, and you'll see a tab for Lightworker Academy. Just click on that. Scroll down, you'll be able to read through all the courses and get the full details. And yeah, instructions on how to sign up. So let's go through the three courses. And of course, if anybody has any questions, I know I just kind of jumped on here. But if anybody has any questions about the class as I'm talking about this, feel free to type them in the chat. But I'm not expecting like folks to be on since I came on impromptu. But maybe I'll probably reference this when I do Oracle Talks this Thursday and tell people to come watch this video. Anyway, so first course, the Divination Through Tarot course. So this came through as a way to support those who already are using tarot and have a pretty basic understanding of it, and who want to take their knowledge and their ability to channel and read not only for themselves but for others to a higher level. So what I'm going to be doing, and it's a 2-month course, so it'll be happening in July and August. It'll be every Saturday for those 2 months. And what I'm going to be doing is in the first month, going through my interpretations of the cards themselves from a higher, more metaphysical approach. Okay. And then in the second month, I'm going to spend each week showing everyone the different tarot spreads that I use. There's a lot of different spreads that I use, but the main ones that I pretty much cycle through more often than not are the ones that I'll show in class and give my explanation on how to interpret them from many different levels of complexity, depending on what the situation is that a person may be dealing with. So, you may be asking yourself like, okay, is this going to be a good class for me? Here's how you would know. If you already have a basic understanding of the major arcana and the minor arcana, whether reading for yourself or reading for others, or if you even incorporate this in your business, like if you're a therapist or a counselor, or you do yoga or whatever, and you do a quick reading on cards to get an assessment of like, what a client may be going through or what have you, then this is going to be for you. Okay. So it's definitely, I would say this is not a basic course, but this is going to be more of an intermediate level. Okay. It's not going to be advanced because, you can really get deep into the tarot, and I don't want to really get into that. Like, that's not really my thing. I act more as somebody who helps bridge people from one stage to another. And what I can see from what has come through from Spirit about the Lightworker Academy in general is that it is to help those who have done the basics and who are looking to now move up in their level of mastery. So yeah, as long as you have like a relatively good vibe or feeling around the tarot and you're comfortable enough with it and you can trust your intuition and all of that, you'll be good. If you're completely new to tarot, this wouldn't be the class for you. But if you have some familiarity and you already are working with cards, then that's going to be great. Okay. So like I said, it's 2-month course. Okay. Every Saturday, the videos happen live with me. Okay. So the first hour is going to be pure instruction, and that's going to be recorded so that, for those who can't attend live, they can still watch the video at a later date, as well as those who attend live, like obviously they can rewatch. And then after that, it's going to be immediately followed by 30 minutes of open Q&A with me. Okay, so we can get into asking deeper questions about the interpretations that I've just given in the instruction. Cool? Awesome. And again, like I said, if you want more details and want to know like the outline of the classes, like what specifically is going to be covered, what specific spreads, all of that, go to my website. All right, second course that I'm offering is called the Astrological Soul of Your Business. So this one is new, just like the tarot course. And this I'm really excited to offer because I tend to work with a lot of entrepreneurs or those who are wanting to become entrepreneurs, whether in addition to their own work or, just fully jump in to working for themselves. And so I wanted to create a container for me to be able to teach my way of looking at business as its own individual entity, its own soul, to help people understand like how that business is hardwired, how it operates best, where it is in its cycle of growth and manifestation versus, its cycle of sustaining or possibly even contraction. So that's what's going to be the purpose for this. Now, you may ask, of course, who is this going to be best for? I would say this would be best for anyone who obviously already owns a business, but I think that's actually going to be even more beneficial for those of you who are in a space of transition and are looking for some potential opportunities right now to work for yourself or to add in something else. Or if you do already have an existing hobby that you want to turn into a business, this is going to be, I think, best for those folks. But, across the board, everyone's going to be able to benefit. And so this course will also be 2 months, just like the tarot course. So short and sweet, also happens weekly, also happens live with me. But because it's astrology and it can be a lot more information because, astrology is a lot, right? The way I've structured this class this course is that 1 week will be instruction, and then the following week will be Q&A on the instruction. So 1 week, instruction, Q&A, instruction, Q&A. And so it will alternate back and forth like that so that there's enough time to grapple with the information and integrate it and apply it to your personal situation. Okay. With that being said, for the classes that I'm doing just the straight instructions, I won't be answering questions because I'm just going to deliver the material. And then, you'll have the week to really kind of delve into it. And then the following week, when we get into Q&A, we can really dive into the questions, and there will be plenty of time to help, you with whatever might be coming up for you. Okay. So, we'll be going through the planets, we'll be going through the houses, we'll be talking about manifestation cycles, as well as planning ahead based on the astrology, the month ahead with each in each context. So I'll do a month ahead forecast at the end of the course. That way, the attendees have a way to see what it would look like for them to do this for themselves. What else about this course? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. It'll be good. And so, like I said, those are both brand new courses that I've never taught. So they will both have workbooks. So it'll give you a chance to kind of like ground down in the energy and take notes and all those kinds of things. But again, it's not going to be like really cumbersome or really a lot. Like I'm a big proponent of simplicity when having to deal with a lot of new information, new material, and material that can easily become complex. Okay, so don't worry about it if you're concerned about it being like over your head. It won't be. And if you do get confused, we have office hours. So, All right, so those are those two courses. So if you want more details specifically about what's going to be taught and everything, like I said, go to the website, innersinalchemy.com. All right, and then Lightworker Incubator. So this is going to be a repeat of the current course that I'm teaching right now with my students. So this is the primary download that came through last year for me to initiate, and one of the most important, I think. And so this is going to be a 6-month course, but the first half, the first 3 months, are going to be weekly classes with me, also going to be live and recorded, right? And in the second half, the second 3 months are going to be for monthly office hours. So that's going to give us even more time to talk about some of the ideas and concepts and to ask more kind of practicum questions, if you will, and integrate a lot of the learning into, like I said, your own personal life or your own ascension journey or the kind of work that you do, etc. So the first 3 months, now this course is actually going to be on Monday evenings. Right now it's happening on Saturdays just because that's the only class I'm teaching. But now that I'm going to be doing 3 classes, I have to like juggle my time, right? So the 2 new classes, the tarot and the business astrology class, are going to be on Saturday mornings. And then they'll basically essentially being back to back. And then the Lightworker Incubator course is going to be on Monday evenings. Okay. So the like I said, the first 3 months are going to be weekly classes, and we start with the first month handling a good portion of the foundations for what needs to happen in terms of your light worker self-care, self-protection, also forecasting for the second half of the year, etc. But it's basically a way to ground you in, as well as grounding you in the concepts about the energy body and working with higher dimensions. And the second month is going to be shifting into learning more about the archangels and sacred geometry, different star races, things like that. And then month 3, we're going to get into really uncovering what an individual's light worker role is, breaking free of karmic contracts, handling dark energy, dark forces, things like that. And all throughout the course, there will be channeled messages that I will be facilitating on behalf of the group. Okay. Now, you may be wondering, who's this going to be best for? So, first and foremost, this is going to be good for those of you who personally are actively engaged with your spiritual ascension work. So, if you've been already engaged in, doing your own therapy, not doing your own therapy, but like, going to therapy and like, getting energy healing and really diving into metaphysical teachings and practices from, various backgrounds or what have you. And you feel like you've kind of capped out with what's available in terms of education and teaching. This is going to be for you. Okay. Because I'm definitely not going to be doing anything that's like the basics, because the point of this is to provide a container for those who are looking to stretch into something more and wanting to learn more because they've kind of like capped out for where they are, right? So that's that on the personal. But also too, if you do any type of spiritual service work, so again, teaching yoga or doing body work, other types of body work, energy healing, therapy, counseling, those type of things, you may really, really benefit from this because it will give you some good information about how to protect yourself and also how to be able to assess what may be coming up for your clients. Is this stuff that's, for their present incarnation? Is this some past life stuff? Is this ancestral thing that's coming in? Is it otherworldly? And being able to discern that and also having the tools to navigate that effectively for your clients can really be life-changing, right? And I'm sure most of you who do work in those fields, not only for yourself, but also you're seeing collectively the mindset and the consciousness of everyone shifting to really grasping and understanding that we are more than just human. We are spiritual beings, right? We are spirit in form, and that there's a whole world out there that is also informing our mental health, our emotional health, and our physical health, and our ability to live a fulfilled life. So, yeah, I think having that knowledge and that understanding can be really helpful for clients who are wanting to be working with those who are going to look at them holistically as opposed to just in this one narrow kind of Western linear view. Right. So then, so yeah, that's the first half. And then, like I said, the second half is going to be monthly office hours where it's going to be free form. Like we'll do our check-ins, of course, but then we'll just answer questions that folks have. Now, what's nice about the Lightworker Incubator that is different from the other two courses is that there will be a secret Facebook group where it will be a safe space for everyone in class to ask questions and to interact with me. Whereas in the other two courses, the only interaction is going to be during the Q&A. With the Lightworker Incubator course, you're going to have a bit more access to me, and as well as to the others in the group. And the purpose of this is, one, like I said, to create safe space, but also to be able to show those in the group that they're not alone in their experience and wanting to grow and develop in their spiritual path. But also to hopefully to be able to network with others who may be in similar lines of work, maybe doing some joint events, what have you. But that is definitely a component. Like I want to help to build the community and the information and the knowledge and help that web of folks getting to know each other come together. Like I really do love bringing people together. So that will be there. And in that group, I'll be posting all of the information about the course and the course schedule, of course, and the recordings for the classes and putting in the homework there and all that kind of stuff. The other classes, they're going to have suggested homework, right? Because they're such short courses. So, it's, if you want to get something out of it, definitely like you want to apply what happens in class, but there's not like, I'm not going to be checking homework. Not that I'll be checking homework in the Lightworker Incubator, but that one really is a practicum or practical application of spiritual tools, metaphysical principles. So yeah, you're going to have homework. You're going to have homework, but trust me, it's not going to be crazy. There will be full details on the website. There are, and that will be full details on the website. But I would say give yourself about an hour to an hour and a half every week for the homework, in addition to the energy work that I'm going to suggest that you do. Because I'm going to have, because part of this incubator is to accelerate the students' ascension process. I'm going to take you through a process of refining your energy body so that you can vibrate at a higher and higher level, which will help to open up your clair abilities. So opening up your clairvoyance, your clairsentience, etc., as well as give you a better handle on manipulating your own energy and other energy as needed. So yeah, it's awesome. It is awesome. And if you are not already following me on Instagram, follow me there, because I am going to start posting some of the feedback that the current students have been sharing with me about what this has given to them and offered them. So I hope we get a chance to go ahead and read up on those and check those out when I put those posts up. And yeah, I think that's it. So enrollment is open through June 15th. So that's the last day to submit payment. All payment has to be in by that time, because I'm not doing any kind of monthly thing. It's just like, if you want to be in, you be in. So that's the last day. For those of you who are called to also apply to Lightworker Academy, because there is I don't think I mentioned this. So there is an application process. With the tarot course and the business astrology course, if you want to sign up, you can sign up. I'll just tell you, the fee is going to be on the site, and you just pay that and you're in the class. So that's truly full open enrollment. But the Lightworker Academy, it does have a bit of a gatekeeper process. So if you want to join that, I'll send you a set of application questions, which really are just going to be helping me see where you are, what you feel comfortable with, what you know, what you don't know, what your experience is. And it's not for you to know everything, because you really shouldn't know everything, but it's just going to be giving me an indication of your comfortability with a lot of things, and a way for you to also assess where you are. Then once I get those questions back, I will be going into counsel with Spirit to see if it's appropriate to allow entry into the program or not. Because the incubator is such a sacred space and a unique space with all of the individuals involved, as well as myself, entry is not guaranteed. So you need to know that. Now, regardless of whether you get allowed entry or not, I will be providing a channel message that I get when I go into counsel for you. Okay, so basically you get a little mini reading just for replying. But please know, if the answer comes back no for entry, the reason will be given, but sometimes it's really just a matter of there's some other healing work or some other things that are opening up for you that you either need to be focused on, or that you might miss if you're possibly distracted by the course, or it really just might not be appropriate with the other souls in the group for that dynamic, because each group is called to each other, if that makes sense. Because my job as the way short is to put the call out, and for those who are saying yes, it creates a sacred family for that iteration of the course. So please know, if you, like, for instance, if you applied last semester and you didn't get in, apply this time, because you might be able to get in, right? And then if not, God willing, I will be repeating this again in the beginning of next year. So that means that I'll be most likely opening enrollment for that semester, probably like late fall, maybe like November, December, to begin in January. So, just keep applying if you, for whatever reason, get a no. But I just, I want to tell folks that. And the reason for that is, again, like, when you get to a certain level in your spiritual growth, a lot of times you'll find that you hermit a bit. You don't really share, because, like, not everyone is having the same experiences. You don't know who's having the kind of experiences that you're having. And, you tend to close off. And I think it's important that folks have a chance to show up for themselves differently, and find their voice, and find their comfortability in being a little bit more spiritually empowered and activated, right? Because everybody is spiritually connected, but not everybody is striving to grow in that level, which is fine. But if you do have that drive, I'm sure you have found that there's not a lot of options out there for developing further, especially being presented by people of color. So it is a part of my work to be in this space, taking up space to provide another option. And one thing I can say that is different from most, if not all, programs across the board in this, is that these classes are happening live with me. So yeah, if you want to come hang live and ask questions live, join the classes. All right, so I think that is it for my brief-ish rundown of the Lightworker Academy. Please do join. It would be great to see folks in for these new classes. I know what I'm going to be talking about and what I'm going to be doing, but also don't know because it's new. So we'll be going on this journey together. And then for those of you who do apply and or get accepted into the Lightworker Academy, I look forward to that because it's going to be a blast. I've been really enjoying so deeply the connection with those in this current semester of Lightworker Incubator, and it's amazing. It's amazing, and amazing to the point where we've decided to continue staying connected after this, and that's exactly what I was wanting. That the community would build to that level, and the connections between people would start to develop where things will flourish and grow from there. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. Like I said, go to my website, intersonalchemy.com, and click on the tab Lightworker Academy to get the full details about the classes, the day, the time, the length of time, what the exact classes are going to be, how much, how to apply. And there's also a section with frequently asked questions at the bottom. So feel free to read through those. And then if anything at all is you have a question about, just shoot me an email. The email is given at the bottom of that page, info@intersonalchemy.com. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. There's lots of bonuses, of course, for joining any of the classes. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you for listening. Bye. Oh, and join me for Oracle Talks this Thursday and every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I do channel messages for the week. Usually the messages are coming through as it relates to the moons. That's how it's been going so far, but we'll see if that continues that way. And I also do open Q&A with those who are there live, so you can get your questions answered directly with me. All right. I love you all so much. I look forward to seeing you in class. Please tell your friends, family, loved ones, whoever, and to join and tell them about the Lightworker Academy. Spread the word. Spread the world. Spread the word throughout the world. Right? Yeah, and all the things. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. You are welcome. All right, y'all. 27:27 I just saw, so I'll stop now. Have a blessed weekend. Or blessed week, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Have a blessed week. Bye.